Matt Kelly for the next year on podtech.net. Once again here with Greg Wallace at the GM Heritage Center. And Greg, a trip to the Heritage Center wouldn't be complete without telling the story of Oldsmobile.
Yeah, Oldsmobile is the oldest automobile manufacturer in the United States, starting in 1897. Olds also brought a lot of innovation into the automobile industry, from its famous curved dash Oldsmobile to the first front-wheel drive car, the Oldsmobile Toronado. This is a 1904 runabout and features a very unique tilting steering column, which is one of the things that amazes me. Is the more you look at some of these old cars, the more you realize there isn't a whole lot that's absolutely brand new on the automobile.
Why don't you show us this tilt wheel feature of the vehicle?
Once you got in the car, it really helped with egress and also different drivers. Very much like the egress and exit, very much like the tilt wheels of today do. You press this pedal, pull back on the column, and you stop it anywhere you want.
That's great. As we continue to move on down the line here and tell the story of Oldsmobile, there's a sadness to it because of the vehicle's demise. Yet people shouldn't be focused on the demise so much, because the vehicle contributed so much to the American landscape, and that is a proud heritage.
Yeah, whenever you, especially as an automotive historian, lose a brand such as Oldsmobile, it's a sad day. But it was a very necessary thing that GM had to do, and we look back and reminisce about Oldsmobile and all the great things they've done since 1897.
And that heritage is alive and well as we take a look at our next Oldsmobile in the line.
Here we have a 1918 depot hack, or pickup truck if you want to call it. It's pickup truck body. But it's an example of how General Motors and all the different brands at one time made utility vehicles. This is a very, very rare truck which existed in Oldsmobile's collection for many, many years.
And would it be possible to put a monetary figure to a vehicle of this stature with its rarity, or is it just simply priceless?
In many respects, it's priceless. With anything to do with automobiles, it's how you reminisce about the automobile. The people that are buying cars that grew up during my time period of time look at the muscle cars as the ideal cars.
Great. Continuing now our walk-through time and our look at Oldsmobile. Talk about this vehicle here.
This is a great design. It's a very rare car. 32 cars, as a rule, tend to gravitate towards 32 Chevrolets and 32 Fords. But this is a 32 Oldsmobile, and it's a very, very rare design. I've been doing this for many years, and I've never seen another one like this one. It's a rare coupe body style, and it's just overall, design-wise, it's a beautiful little car. Features the artillery wheels. I believe it's one of the last years for real wood spoke wheels, and they made these out of select growth hickory, which is basically a clear wood, very similar to what hammer handles are made from.
It's absolutely beautiful. Well, Greg, another interesting feature about the 1932 Oldsmobile Coupe is the rumble seat.
Absolutely. The rumble seat comes from the term of hearing the rumble of the exhaust system when you're riding that seat. This particular coupe not only has a rumble seat, but also has the optional golf door. If you weren't a golfer, they sold a picnic basket that would slide in that slot as well. The rumble seat's a very simple mechanism. It's the seat back is attached to what would be known as the trunk deck. You open this up, and it has a seat for two back here. It has a couple of steps that allow you to step in and get into the back of this car.
Not all that difficult to get into it, actually, and it's quite comfortable. You could actually seat two people back here very comfortably.
Absolutely. This particular model, I believe, also has a roll-down back window, so you can roll down the back window and converse with the people in the front seat.
And you have plenty of vision space here to see the roadway in front of you and to talk to the passengers in the front there and to enjoy what was open-air convertible almost of its day.
Yeah, the best of both worlds.
And Greg, we'll wrap up our introduction or our trip down memory lane with Oldsmobile, taking a look at the 1963 Oldsmobile Jetfire.
This is a very unique Oldsmobile. It features the first of the production turbocharged engines. This is a performance vehicle that features a 215 cubic inch motor, which is turbocharged. It was alcohol injected and came with a bottle of rocket juice which is Oldsmobile's moniker for its engines, the Rocket.
How did this vehicle sell for its day? Was it a big seller?
I think it was moderate selling. A lot of people were afraid of anything new, and turbocharging was definitely a new thing for 1963, which makes it ultimately a very rare vehicle today.
Why don't you open the hood and give us a look at this Jetfire engine from the Oldsmobile 1963.
As you can see, you have the turbo system that's right to the side of the intake track. In the back, the covered bottle back there is alcohol and water mixed, or what they called rocket juice.
Almost it would be called ethanol today.
Yeah, absolutely. And what it did was eliminated the detonation problems that were associated with turbocharged engines.
Well, Greg, it's an absolute pleasure to take a look at this truly one-of-a-kind vehicle, the Oldsmobile Jetfire. It's the first time I've ever seen it before. We thank you very much for giving us a tour here at the GM Heritage Center, a place that is not open to the public, but we've gotten an in-person tour, and we hope you've enjoyed us bringing it to you. I'm Matt Kelly for The Next Gear on podtech.net.